sitting here with the co-founders of OTG Consulting. We are in beautiful Guanacaste, Costa Rica, currently at the JW Marriott, and it's absolutely gorgeous here. You can see the sun's about to set. I've got Jeffrey Pearl and Brian Belanger, again, the co-founders of OTG. Hey guys.
Hola.
Jeffrey, tell us, what is OTG and what does it stand for?
OTG is a group of industry specialists. It stands for Old Telecom Guys. I think we'll change that to Old Technology Guys as it moves, but we're a bunch of ex-telecom guys.
So it's only guys, or that's...
guys and gals, thank you for the clarification. I say guys, but we do have lots of great women in the organization, so it's guys and gals. And what we do is we're bringing our expertise to the table for our clients. And these are businesses that are trying to move services to the cloud, like they want to get rid of a phone system and go to voice over IP, or they need security in their network or what have you. So we help them navigate through all the different providers, get them lots of bids that are relevant to what they're trying to do, and we get that done more quickly than they would be able to do on their own, and use our expertise to help guide them for the best one.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So Brian, somebody wanting to join OTG, what if they're not from the technology industry? Can they still join as a partner or an agent?
Absolutely, and it's a great question. We support, over 300 partners now across the country, and a lot of the gals and guys in our group aren't necessarily, they don't necessarily have technology backgrounds. And we've set up a mentor program that allows the partners that want to join OTG to kind of take advantage of what we've developed here, and the mentors in our group have tons of experience. So it's kind of like an assist to sell program where you could help somebody that maybe doesn't have a technology background but knows people that have to make technology decisions, and leveraging a broker like us and a mentor that helps them go in and work with that that client, and we can help develop people that maybe want to join what we do and what we've developed, but again maybe don't have a technology background.
Great, sounds super exciting. So Jeffrey, is there a cost if I want to become a partner or an agent with OTG? I mean, is there a cost for me to do that? Basically, I'm setting up my own business, right?
Yeah, and that's what I love most about this. And I always tell, because of the O in OTG, old, right? I know some people don't like this, especially the younger people in the group. But, at the end of the day, they have a lot of experience, and they're trying to figure out, what do I do with all this experience? I don't really want to work for the man anymore. Maybe do I go out and buy a franchise? Do I start a business, run a Dunkin' Donuts, or run a Subway? Whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, it costs a lot of money to open a franchise.
Right.
At OTG, it costs you zero. So basically, we're looking for no commitment. There's no financial commitment. There's no real commitment of time.
Yeah.
So we have 300 people, as Brian said, 300 plus. There's probably about 30% of those that are building true wealth, and the other 70%, 60 some odd percent, are still trying to figure out, which is fine. So when they come into the organization, anybody come into OTG, we have lots of infrastructure to help them get their business off the ground. But if they don't, it's not a big deal. So zero cost, zero time commitment. All you have to do is basically show up, and someone calls, and Brian and I have one calls every day, Cup of Joe. Tuesday, how to build your business. Wednesday, we have a provider come on and talk about the opportunities they see in the business. So we offer lots of help. But if you don't want to start right away and jump in with both feet, you want to kind of watch from the sidelines and not get engaged, that's fine too.
Right.
But to your question, zero cost to get started.
Zero cost, which I think is standard. I mean, I know we didn't talk about this, but there's a handful of agencies. OTG is a master agency, so there's a handful of master agencies out there. What do you think makes your master agency, OTG, different, aside from the fact that it's a bunch of old telecom guys? But in all seriousness, you guys actually have a lot of younger guys and gals.
We do.
Yeah.
It goes back to our support system that we've developed, and kind of the experience within our organization and the group, and a lot of the partners that we have, and in that mentor program that we're kind of talking about, where I think what makes us unique is, you know, again, we're on calls every single day. We have a call every single morning. You know, it's like a support group, you know, to kind of answer a lot of questions, you know, where, you know, people maybe that aren't from this industry, you know, get exposure to a lot of leading industry experts, you know, that are on these calls every single day. And our Tuesday calls that are kind of like a welcome to OTG call, where, you know, they probably don't get this somewhere else. So that support system that we've kind of structured, where you get that care and feeding every single day and access to that knowledge every single day, and I think it accelerates, you know, our partners' growth, you know, within OTG.
I think so, and the thing I would add to that, when we ask service providers that serve OTG and all the other masters out there, we ask them, what do you see different here at OTG? And you always hear two things. You guys are more like a family, which I really take that a lot of pride in that, right? The family, meaning we're all supporting each other, and you know, the support is the second thing. There's a lot more support. We do dig in. There are many masters out there that have been at this much longer than we have, a lot more resources, but at the end of the day, we truly are at the stage of the game where we're trying to help other people lift their business up, and I think that's the big difference. We really truly get in there, as you know,
Yes.
you know, roll up our sleeves and really help people get the business started. We don't see that elsewhere.
Right. And you know, correct me if I'm wrong, yes, there's many other masters that have been around a lot longer as a master agency, but you guys have really grown up in the technology industry. You've been in this industry forever, and I think another benefit that, you know, you probably need to let people know about, especially for your clients, but also for your agents as well, are the connections that you have at the, you know, C-level with all of the service providers out there.
And that's key. Leave all the names off, but when we're talking to somebody else out there, they're escalating something at a very low level, where we're actually calling someone at the C-level generally. So we have connections because, as you mentioned, we're in the space 30-something years. We know the C-level guys personally, they're friends. That's the big difference too. So we're operating at a much higher level within the organization.
Awesome. So I do want to ask, you know, why a client would use you, but before I get to that last question, so if I'm interested in being an agent, and, you know, it sounds like an awesome job, I'm, you know, doing this interview with you guys here in Costa Rica, and you guys have been down here for about a month working, and I know it's been a really successful month as well.
Yeah, we're really successful, working really hard down here. Yeah, it's been very challenging, but very successful, yes.
Well, in all honesty, I know you've had an awesome time while you're here. You guys have done a lot of fun stuff. You were surfing, etc. But you've also done a lot of business. So if I'm an agent coming in, you know, how do I make money? I guess my question would be, you know, how do you guys make money? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we're you know, your circle of people that you have around you, your LinkedIn contacts, your friends. I mean, a lot of these folks have to make technology decisions. Business owners, I mean, everybody around us has to make some sort of technology decision. And it's kind of understanding the difference between working with brokers or technology advisors like us, or, you know, instead of working directly with the vendors. We're unbiased. You know, we don't have quotas. I mean, our job is ultimately to help clients navigate through these technology decisions, and because we live and breathe in the technology space every single day, it allows us to, you know, kind of really help customers, where maybe they don't have that same ability or same knowledge that maybe we have access to. And I don't know if you want to kind of add anything to that.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And, you know, back in the day working at the service providers, because that's where we spent all our time, we had massive sales organizations. So the service providers being telecom companies, technology companies, whether it be security, internet, voice over IP, you know, managed services, they're really looking for groups like us to bring clients to them. So they're happy to pay residual income to us because they don't have to pay salaries, healthcare, real estate, laptops, you know, everything that goes along, all the cost to run a sales organization. We're basically paid for performance. So as we bring clients to the service providers, they're happy to pay us residual income. So our clients get the best deals, and our service providers actually only pay for what we bring to the table. So everybody wins.
Yep.
our clients win, they get the best deals. We win, we get a residual commission stream, and our service providers win because they get new customers, and they don't have to pay anything for it until they actually receive the customer.
Yeah, and whether you're talking to a CIO of a city, whether you're talking to the doctor's office up the street, whether you're talking to a business here in Costa Rica or a global company, it makes no difference to us, and we can help them all. So everybody has to make technology decisions.
And so speaking of that, so if I'm going to make a technology decision or I'm going to make a big change, I've seen a lot of companies pay people a lot of money, $50,000, $75,000 to bring someone in for a couple of months to take a look at what I have going on and make recommendations. What do you guys charge to do that? That very same thing, right?
Right, it's zero cost to the client. That's a great question. I mean, we walk into lots of deals. I find out like, oh, we just paid someone $50,000 to do this and it's not done, and we come in and do this for free. So it's big numbers. It's
even if I decide to go, hey, guys, I like what you brought to the table. You brought me, a bunch of options. I'm going to go with one of them. Do I have to pay you then?
Nothing. So there's no charge from OTG.
Never.
We hook them up, and the relationship is between the customer and the service provider. So we're basically brokers. We're brokering the relationship. So our clients get all of our expertise, get the best connections, get the best deals, and our service providers get new clients, and that's how we get paid by the service provider. So we actually don't care which service provider they choose.
No, we don't. We help them streamline the process. So if you think of somebody that's trying to make a technology decision around their contact center or UCAS or their network or SD-WAN or cybersecurity or whatever it is, we assess their needs, and essentially we work for the client and less about the suppliers. But if a client comes to us and says, okay, I have these very specific needs, we know just about everybody in the industry, and so we help them narrow it down to the 4 or 5 vendors that best fit their needs, and then we help them through the interview process, help them negotiate, and ensure that we're getting them the best deal, with the right suppliers, and I think that's key.
It is, and all at no cost to them, even if they decide to proceed. So it kind of answers my last question, which is, why would a client come to you instead of going direct? But I want to add in there, because I think this is important. I know when I am shopping certain things, sometimes I'm worried if I don't go direct, I'm going to be paying an extra fee, even though I'm not paying it to you. So am I going to pay more for my services if I go through OTG to help me acquire the bids?
No, I mean, it behooves us to, the way we get compensated, and you mentioned we get paid an annuity ongoing for the life of the contract. So we don't go away once a sale is completed. If a client of ours makes a technology decision and whatever we help them with, we're there to help them through the implementation process. We're there to help them review bills. We're there in 2 years to review their contract, as an example. And we know eventually somebody else is going to knock on that customer's door, and they're going to pitch their services. They're going to, and it might be a competitor. And so, for us, we have to ensure that we're getting our clients the best rate, and we understand what the rate is in the industry, because we're involved in so many different opportunities. And so it behooves us to make sure that we're really getting our client the best rate, and negotiating the best deals, because they know that we have no contract, we have no agreement, we're not charging our customers anything, because they can go somewhere else in 2 years or 3 years. So if we don't take care of our customers, we lose our customers.
And also, it's in our best interest to maintain a relationship with our clients moving forward. Those relationships that we have at the high level, as you know, many times in technology things break and you have to escalate. So if a client goes direct, they end up having to call a 1-800 phone company or 1-800 internet company, whatever they're using, and get in line, because you know how it is getting service nowadays. Like, get in the queue. I mean, half the time you're calling a bank, you're calling an airline. It's not crazy to be on hold for an hour nowadays.
Yep.
So normally our clients can call customer service with the service provider and get taken care of, but if there's a real issue, they call us and we escalate and get it handled very, very quickly.
Which is great, and I think that's super important. I was going to address that because of all of your connections with the C-level. if there's an issue, and again, this isn't an everyday occurrence, but if there is a problem, and sometimes things happen, you guys are able to escalate on their behalf. And again, they're not paying you for that. That's just part of you helping them take care of business. This sounds great, guys. I don't know why anybody wouldn't be an agent. Oh, I do have one more question. Let's say I'm in business, I've got some other things going on, but I'm interested in being an agent as well. Is that something that I can do as long as there's not a conflict of interest?
Sure, we're very key on this. It's like I don't want anyone crossing a line, but there are many people that are still working for the man, so to speak, and they're doing OTG on the side. About half our guys, like us, it's 100% of what we do, but half of them are doing something where they may be selling this box or this gear, and they need to help their clients with internet or security or what have you. Doing this as well, kind of on the side. I don't like the word, but people call us a side hustle, where they're building residual income. And most of the wealthy people that I know have multiple streams of income, and they figured out how to make money in various ways. It's not just working for one company. And I think it's smart to be able to diversify your income streams. And this OTG is a great way to build residual income.
I love it. Do you guys do you have to go into an office?
This is our office.
I love that.
Yes.
Let me just scan that. You know, in this new world, this has always been the scene for OTG, the WFA, work from anywhere, which is phenomenal. Great lifestyle, especially, you know, if you have a family or you like to travel, you can do this from absolutely anywhere. And I know you guys have been down in Costa Rica for a month, and you spend a lot of time on the ski slopes, and it seems like you guys have an awesome life, but you're also making quite a substantial, significant income.
Yeah, it's great. It's a perfect world. So if you'd like to join us, please call us, 1-800, 303-800-0010, 303-800-0010. Operators are standing by.
Don't call the 1-800 number.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It doesn't work.
Or just go ahead, go out to our website, otgconsulting.net. You can go on there and inquire. But either Brian or I will reach out to you and help you get started. I mean, truly, we roll up our sleeves and get involved with you and help you start your business. I mean, that's the beauty of OTG.
Right. I do love that. And again, when you talked about OTG being a family, there are a lot of masters out there, and there's a lot of great masters out there. But I think the big difference is that you can easily get in touch with Jeffrey and Brian. They'll work with you on, you know, whatever level you need to get going in order to start making some money. And most importantly, you know, yes, we all make a great living, but it's very important for us to address the fact that OTG, you guys are all about helping other businesses be more successful, and that in return turns into.
It's very rewarding. I mean, I think that's probably one of the most important, you know, takeaways here is
Great word.
we're blessed to be able to, get compensated by helping not only clients but helping other people. And I don't know where else you can go to kind of do that and work from anywhere, which is just fantastic.
I call it our divine mission. Karen and I are on this divine mission of helping others. I mean, we feel so blessed that we've had a great life, and we're living from wherever we want, working from wherever we want. We're trying to show other people how to do it, how you can accelerate your income while you live in places like Costa Rica or the side of a ski mountain. I mean, that's what we're trying to show people how to do. It's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. It's a great word.
Anything else you guys want to add?
I don't think so.
That's
Pura
a wrap.
vida.
Pura vida,
Pura
exactly.
vida. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.